Blue Moon is brewed with Valencia orange peel and a touch of coriander. It's a creative twist on a Belgian-style wheat ale for a taste that shines brighter. Taste responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Pick from a range of coverage options with the Name Your Price tool to find a price that works for you. Guest on the Dan Le Batard Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Here's your SportsCenter update.
By the way, I should have said this before. We're going to the bucket of death this segment.
Yes.
So we're going to the bucket of death. I have not said that. I should have said it. My bad.
Well, now it's been said. The Wofford Terriers shocked number 5 North Carolina 79-75, snapping the Tar Heels' 23-game home winning streak. LeVar Ball said he is launching a basketball league for nationally ranked high school graduates who don't want to go to college. I love that guy. That is a good idea.
That's funny.
That's a good idea, man.
That's funny.
It's a good idea. And finally, in a Christmas miracle, Liam Gallagher took to Twitter on Wednesday and shared with the world that he reached out to his brother Noel, whom he repeatedly called a potato, and declared that they are all good now.
All right.
That's nice. That's what the holidays do. They bring people together.
Long time coming. Or tear families apart because they have to spend time together.
That too. For all the latest headlines and information, tune to the SportsCenter on ESPN Radio all throughout the day.
All right. We have to go to the bucket of death, but LeVar Ball, that's an interesting story. LeVar Ball, man, you can dislike a lot of things about his style, but I love people who dream big. I mean, he has dreamed his sons into mattering.
I'd watch that, man. Like, you have all guys who think they can make it to the NBA, don't want to be exploited by Kansas or UCLA or Kentucky or the NCAA.
They don't want to do the fraud and justice. Like, I love the idea of everything you just said there. Now, he's a very bad person to do it because, as we've seen from ordering his shoes and getting a different brand 7 months later, he might have some organizational problems in terms of building a business.
Consumer confidence would not be very high.
I guess because it's become so normal. I guess I'm cool with kids not finishing college. Kids not finishing high school feels a lot different to me. Mm-hmm. And this could potentially go very wrong.
But I missed that. I thought it was people who had finished high school. I missed that part. I thought it was people who wanted a safe haven between high school and college.
Guys, it's nationally ranked high school graduates who don't want to attend college.
Okay, because the first report that I saw was high school prospects. Like, initially, I thought the whole design behind this was for his son, who was a junior.
I hope he gets money behind him so that someone else can exploit all of this instead of college sports. I hope he gets a big investor, like somebody who actually believes in that, so we can
these kids stop going to Kentucky and Duke, and they end up going to this league.
Stop making money for Calipari. Make some of the money for yourself.
Well, make money for the kids. Exactly.
What's going to make me feel uneasy is when kids that are freshmen in high school start getting their GEDs to participate in this league.
Look, and you can't have LeVar Ball running all that stuff, but I wish the credible person who was actually interested in kids and social injustice and the exploitation that goes on in college would rattle the cages on the idea of, well, they get an education. No, you don't want an education? Here, come play. Come play in America. Not Lithuania, not Europe. Here, come play in America because it's got American backing.
Patino's so getting a job in that league.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I'd welcome it.
Yep. So would I. Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a league of Lane Kiffin. Let's just call the dirty thing what it is and enjoy that. That's why I read those reports about McMahon and the XFL, like he's again getting that urge. Oh, look at these namby-pamby conservatives. Let's play some real football. Like he got it on one, it failed, and now he wants in the game again because he's like, man, they got even more namby-pamby. Like, I was trying to do this 20 years ago.
But he's going to up his game, I think. Even crazier football.
Like, I'm saying I want more Vince McMahons. I want more LeVar Balls. It'd be better if they looked and acted like Jeter for, like, the credibility of your business. But I want the messy ones. Anyways, let's go to
There's an absolute opening here.
Oh, yeah. Yes. It's a good idea. I just don't think he's the person to execute it, but we will see.
By the way, Mina Kimes escaped the bucket yesterday, but we're not letting her escape the bucket today. She's on the phone. When it's her turn, we'll run the picks.
Didn't I hear you calling her a Jezebel before?
She is a Jezebel.
Because she tried to get out of this?
Mina, you're a Jezebel.
Well, can you hear me? I didn't try to. It's not my fault you didn't do your job and ask me to do the bucket.
You told me last night you thought about reminding me, and then you didn't.
That's true.
Okay, see, that's all we want around here is some honesty. If Manfred had handled it that way, none of that would have happened yesterday. Jezebel. All right, so Guillermo's going first. Or no, Mina's going to go first. Or who's picking 4? You're going to pick? Who's going to pick?
Let's have Billy go first. And when it works its way over here, then I'll pick for Mina.
Okay. So Guillermo is terrible this season. He is 7-8. If you don't know how this works, hold on a second, Guillermo. Did you just get the Golden Helmet of Life? And it's over for this season, though. This is the last one.
This is the last week.
You just got
Carrie's
the Golden
over.
Helmet of Life.
Carrie's over.
Well, hold on. Does he get the first 2
There's going to
weeks
be a
off?
swap. Let's be real. There's going to be a swap here.
He gets the first 2 weeks of next season. Dan, can you explain the game now?
I was just going to do that. Yes, thank you, Mike.
But that
Thank
counts. That does count for Guillermo.
you. Yes, it counts, even though I had not explained the game, and he went early, and
he told you not to.
I asked you not to, and under some circumstances, you pulling. Do we have the imaging for the Golden Helmet of Life? Do we have the imaging for that?
I wasn't ready because the game hadn't been
Right, the game hadn't begun, and Billy picked early, and he's been terrible this year, and it would be kind of appropriate if 7-8 Billy, who's been worse at this than any of us this year, if he picked the Golden Helmet of Life, finally got something good out of that bucket, and then it was immediately nullified because he didn't follow the rules that only Mike knows.
Seconds buffering.
All right, that's okay. But the
Explain
Golden
the
Helmet
rules,
of Life, we really, Billy, yeah, and $2, please, $2. Like, you botched this so many different ways. There are people right now listening who have no idea what we're doing because I haven't gotten a chance to explain the game. And you just reached into a bucket, and what should have been the highest moment of the holidays where you feel joy and we celebrate instead has turned into a controversy because there's nothing holy in that bucket.
The Golden Helmet of Life. The Golden Helmet of Life. The Golden Helmet of Life.
The Golden Helmet of Life.
All right. So, that must be very confusing to you if you're not familiar with our show and everything that happened.
Can't imagine why.
But because of Billy, that's why. And we need to call the commissioner to see if this stands because I don't think he should. I want to get
I'll
it
put
to him.
it back. You want me to put it back?
No, I don't want you to put it back. But we got to check in with Sarah Spain now at the end of this. So this is the game. There is a bucket. Today it's a Halloween bucket, and it's got helmets in it, and it corresponds with football games played this weekend. And if we get that team, we lose. We have to do something shameful like. There was the possibility yesterday that we could have been having that moment with Rob Manfred, and Stugatz would have had either his hands covered in 10 candy pop rings or a toga outfit.
Or I'm wearing a straitjacket.
Or a straitjacket. Or there was a narwhal horn. I think you owe a narwhal horn on the forehead.
Yep, I lost last week. I didn't lose. I took the bucket of death money, which was about $42, and because I took it, I have to wear the narwhal.
Narwhal.
And it's narwhal, and that's a fun.
It's not a narwhal? It's a narwhal?
It's a narwhal, and
are you guys sure?
I'm positive, yes.
1,000%.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
All right, Roy, time for you to pick, please. Roy, as the Grim Reaper is here now, it is time for Roy to select now that we have explained the game, and Billy's Golden Helmet of Life has been nullified.
I have a save, and I got to draw again.
Wow.
Save someone.
So if you're safe with this helmet, if this helmet wins its game, you can save someone else that has failed this week.
Okay, so now he's picking another helmet.
I have the Arizona Cardinals.
All right, so the Cardinals.
Giants.
Drew Stanton is back at the helm.
Roy, you keep it. It's Giants.
Cardinals at home, 4-point favorite against the Giants. Do you keep that, or do you want to throw it back? 4-point favorite.
Yes.
Why is the Reaper laughing? That's $2, Reaper. I can't have a Grim Reaper around here laughing. Like, Reaper!
Where's Reaper? You.
You get fined $2 every time you fall out of character. You can't have a laughing Grim Reaper. Are you keeping it or not,
Roy?
Roy?
Talking.
Yes, I am keeping it.
Okay.
Are you guys remembering that we're on a radio show here? All right, Mike.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
shall pick.
You picking for Mina here or for you?
I'll pick for me, and then I'll go for Mina. My Golden Helmet of Life just expired, so I have to go to the bucket.
The Golden Helmet of Life is 3 bye weeks where you don't have to deal with any of this mess.
I have any team.
Wow,
Okay,
nice.
That's pretty damn good
Can you
for
guys
me.
take some of the writing off of the helmets next year? Like, I hate that every time we reach into this, it's writing and then we need to explain something.
I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers.
All right,
call.
so any team. So the Panthers are an 11-point favorite against the Bucks. Is that the biggest? You don't want the Patriots against the Bills?
No, I want the Carolina Panthers.
You don't want the Ravens against the Colts?
I said I want the
I
Carolina.
think he was pretty clear on what he
was.
wants, yeah.
All right, very good.
All right, now I shall draw for Mina. Mina, you're on the line. Your mic is hot. Don't curse.
The Raiders are at the Eagles. You don't want the Eagles?
I'm ready.
I don't want Nick Foles. I want the Carolina
Again, he
Panthers.
said the Panthers. We all heard it.
a good
Okay.
choice,
Oh,
Mike.
this is apropos. Mina, the first helmet I have drawn is the Seattle Seahawks.
She doesn't believe in that team.
They are at the Cowboys.
She doesn't believe in
Wow,
them.
let's see her confidence
She doesn't
level.
believe in them. She's smart.
I'd keep it.
Zeke is back.
Put it back.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, rational over emotional.
Wait till you
Yes.
Well, it's an emotional hedge because this way I win either way.
Wait till you see what's coming out next, though.
Oh, you have any team by double digits.
Any team by double digits.
You need a team to win by double digits. So the Ravens are a
Okay.
13.5-point favorite. The Panthers an 11.5-point favorite. The Patriots a 13-point favorite. The Texans are a 10-point underdog against the Steelers at home, and the Eagles are a 9-point favorite against the Raiders at home.
Say the Chiefs.
Even though Mike picked the Panthers, I could hypothetically pick the Panthers.
Yes, because
Yes,
you have
yes.
the Panthers by double digits.
Yeah, you could pick them. The Chiefs are also a 10-point favorite at home against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't like that. All right, I'm gonna go. Who are the Ravens playing again?
Ravens are
Sorry.
at home against the Colts. They're a 13.5-point favorite. That's the one I would take. And I don't even like the Ravens.
I know the Colts are so bad. I'm gonna do the Panthers and align with Mike.
You're doing the Panthers, too. So you like the Panthers more than the Patriots at home against the Bills. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Bucs
Why,
defense,
why is he
you know.
so hung up on
He's
this?
really
We like the
selling
Panthers.
hard
No,
against the Panthers, man.
No, actually, the
taking the
reason
Bucs?
I'm doing that, Reaper, that's another $2 for dropping your sheet. Your what do we call that? What do we call that thing you're holding?
You
in your
called it a
hand?
sheet, and that's a fine.
It's not. I said the sheath holds the sword. Mina, help me out here. What's the thing? A sickle? Is it a sickle? What a Reaper carries?
It's a sickle, yeah.
Okay, so it just dropped its sickle.
All right.
The reason I'm doing that, I'm not doing that to try and talk you guys out of your picks. I'm doing it to explain to the audience who the big favorites are.
Right.
Yeah, we
Thank
get
you.
it. We
Thank
get
you,
it.
Mina. We appreciate it. Thank you.
It's apparently not a sickle. What is it, Bill? Skeeth?
Wow, fines for everyone.
That's the word I was looking for. All right, go ahead, Stugatz. Pick from the bucket.
I'm rummaging around in the bucket. I like to rummage a little bit. Rummaging. I have a helmet, Dan. There's a helmet in my hand. It is blue. It's the New York Giants. I'm going to throw that back. I mean, why would anyone keep that?
You're going against Drew Stanton.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, Blaine Gabbert, who wasn't terrible but got benched.
All right. Well, I threw it back already, so there's nothing I can do. I'm rummaging, man. I got a helmet. Oh, not good. I have the Buffalo Bills on the road against the Patriots.
All right, everybody's scared of the Bills around here. I mean, everybody out here, like, it seems like a good pick based on how Mina and
Is Tyrod back?
Who knows?
All right, doesn't matter.
all right, so I got the Patriots. I'll take them.
All right.
Oh, we're head to head.
You
There
sure?
it is. We're head to
Are you
head.
sure you want the Patriots?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
I'm
don't want
positive.
you know, try to get the Panthers or something.
No, what would I have picked if I had gone in here again? I picked the Patriots. What would I have picked if I had gotten here again? I would have gotten the Bengals if I'd gone back in.
Good job.
Payday! Payday! It is payday!
Larceny Bourbon, people, if you are relieved because the bucket of death is now out of your life for the year and you want to celebrate with something and someone, Larceny Bourbon is the way to go. Tell them, Stugatz.
Yep, it's the perfect thing to celebrate with. We love it. Larceny Wheated Bourbon, man. They are the key to smooth. They really are. I love Larceny Wheated Bourbon. I'm going to enjoy some today on the golf course. Just like a scout knows how to pick great players, their master distiller hand selects only the finest barrels for a true small batch bourbon. Larceny Bourbon is award-winning and made with more wheat for a smoother taste. It's bourbon making at its best. Get caught in the act. Unlock the smoothness of Larceny Bourbon today. Try some for yourself. Think wisely, drink wisely. Larceny Bourbon, Bardstown, Kentucky. 46% alcohol by volume.
Felicidades from the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Get in touch with the show anytime through the 1-800-Flowers Twitter feed at Le Batard Show at Stugat790. Dan, it is time for Straight Talk. It is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Best phones, best networks, no contract.
Well, I am going to give you the straight talk right here about Adam Schefter.
All right.
I'm going to give you the straight talk. Adam Schefter, a year ago, signed a contract or extended his responsibilities by becoming also a basketball reporter. Adam Schefter, it's pretty clear, is a great reporter, but he's known as a great football reporter. And it seems like Adam Schefter wants to be more than just a great football reporter because he's doing stuff with basketball. But when he did stuff with basketball, I thought that was curious. I think Mike Ryan said he'll be better than Woj. He's going to conquer everything. I'm like, no, that's not quite how that one works. You got to build sources over time in a sport, and there's nobody better at it in the history of journalism in sports than Adrian Wojnarowski.
I agree with Mike at the time, but I think the threat of Adam Schefter really made Woj better.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll get to that in a second. But before we get into the threat of Adam Schefter making Woj better, and you may be right about that.
That's be a poll question.
Yeah, you understand my confusion though, because Adam Schefter doesn't just want to be a great football reporter. He wants to evolve his game. Like he's as good as there is, right? Like great football reporter. If I say one time, it's like him or Glazer.
Good save.
That's it. And so he's trying to expand. Mort, that's right. Excuse me for forgetting Mort. Should never forget Mort. And so what you have is a situation where I just saw on the screen that Adam Schefter talked to Reggie Jackson, and he talked to Reggie Jackson about his relationship with Jeannie Buss, right? Which is fairly shocking. But it's not as shocking as what I thought it was, which is Reggie Jackson of the Detroit Pistons was having an affair with the vice president of the Lakers. Right. I got confused. You understand why I would get confused by that.
Yes.
Like Adam Schefter's done a podcast with Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is like, first of all, I'm confused because Adam Schefter's doing basketball of any kind. I thought there might be a Reggie Jackson in football that I was missing.
That'd be tampering.
Yeah. I mean, that is, yes, you're not allowed to reach out and feel people who are contractually with someone else. So, but here's the backstory. So I see on the screen, Adam Schefter talks to Reggie Jackson about his relationship with Jeannie Buss.
Oh, man.
I fixed it before anyone said anything.
Yeah, I wasn't quick enough. My fault.
I wasn't quick enough. Is that why you're so quick?
Be a fine for you.
Is that why you're so quick? You want to get in here to find me before I've made the mistake?
Even if it's not
or before
right.
I've noticed the mistake?
I'm willing, because if I fine you for something that I shouldn't fine you for, I have to pay, but I am willing to risk my own money to try to get you. Yes.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Yeah, you have.
I have noticed that, yes, because, well, here's what's funny about what happened last segment. Stu got stormed in the other room in full waddle. Tired of the fine system, and then he paid $5 and he's yelling at everybody. I'm like, but you're the one who's always first, punishing me every time with such zeal that I don't even have time to make the correction.
True.
So, do you guys understand my confusion? Adam Schefter is a football guy. I thought there was a Reggie Jackson in football. No, Adam Schefter is now doing basketball. Oh, clearly it's Reggie Jackson from basketball. Wait a minute. Reggie Jackson had an affair with Jeannie Buss.
Oh, good save.
Reggie Jackson had an affair with Jeannie Buss of the Detroit Pistons, the former Oklahoma City Thunder guy. But now it turns out that no, it's Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. So here's the sound from Adam Schefter's podcast about Reggie Jackson of the New York Yankees. This is Know Them from Adam.
Oh, man, I wasn't quick enough.
Reggie Jackson of the New York Yankees evidently had a romantic relationship with Jeannie Buss.
I know Jeannie Buss very well. In fact, I've dated her before she met Phil Jackson. We dated when I was with the Angels. I was good friends with her father.
Wow.
He did not like Phil Jackson at all.
Jerry Buss didn't?
Yeah, no, he did not. Jerry West didn't either.
Wow.
He was not a very well liked guy. Phil is odd. He's an odd guy.
I mean, Schefter killed it there. Wow! Huh? And it's good information. Like, that's good information. Yeah, but let's just isolate Schefter's contributions to this podcast as Reggie Jackson tells us something that we all reacted to the way Schefter did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is Straight Talk. It is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, nationwide coverage and America's largest and most dependable.
Wait, what's more shocking here? That Reggie Jackson, like, which is more shocking? That Reggie Jackson was dating Jeannie Buss, or that no one likes Phil, that Reggie Jackson is revealing that no one in the Laker organization except Jeannie Buss liked Phil Jackson?
Wow.
That is Straight Talk. It is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless, nationwide coverage of America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks.
The number one show in the history of shows.
I want to circle back around here on something serious because, and this is not surprising, like I've been getting calls for, 2 days. ESPN kind of leaves us largely alone. It's been an enormous blessing, really. Like they've given us so much freedom and support, and it's been shocking to me, frankly, because I didn't want to work for ESPN. I never wanted to work for ESPN. And my chief concern was sort of, I mean, this is deeper than anybody wants to go. Son of exiles, don't want restriction on freedom. Like, just don't want it. Don't want it in my life. in any way. Like, freedom really matters to my family. My parents sacrificed everything so that I would not have to make a single compromise. Okay? They sacrificed everything to get to freedom so that their kids would not have to be compromised on the things that they believe in. So they made all the sacrifices so I wouldn't have to make a single one. And so right now I'm in the middle of an uncomfortable storm. It really feels cruddy. It feels cruddy, right? Because management here at ESPN would like me to leave Rob Manfred alone. And I get it. Rob Manfred, like, that's not what happened to Rob Manfred yesterday. Is not cool for baseball. Like, it only serves us and ESPN. It doesn't serve our partner, Rob Manfred, and baseball. Right. There's no way that serves him. He decided the only reason we got him on is because the network has a relationship with baseball. Otherwise, why the hell would he come on a show? But anyway, so ESPN has built this into what can be argued as the largest sports radio show in America. They've built it. They've given us that power. I value and respect the people who have supported us throughout the way with the discomforts that power can create. And now I'm being told to back off. And the answer is no. The answer is no. I want everybody. I know that the nation doesn't want to hear about this. This is old news, and ESPN keeps recycling. The news cycle is such that it's not just ESPN, it's everybody. Things stay in the news for a minute. We give them shame, 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 and then we move on to the next person that we're going to give shame, 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 topic du jour. And they want me to move on because this is an old story. Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? It's an old story. Stanton, like, you could talk about it off the news. Stanton was traded, Yankees, but now there's no news. And I'm saying, no. No. Now, what happened? What did I just do?
You hit the desk so hard that it triggered the Hakeem Nicks laugh.
Is that all it triggered?
Yeah.
I get mad about this, man, because the answer is,
you care about Miami.
The answer is no. I want everyone to be, and people think this is look at me, Stugat. This is thank you. This is that people think that this is look at me.
Just slammed the table.
Yeah. No, fair enough. In fact, I should probably get a fine for that.
You're okay today.
No, I should get a tone fine for slapping the table.
You're fine.
But I want to explain this to people in a way that understands, in the way that they understand it, because I think the tension is interesting. We're all in the big business of sports, and sometimes those interests are aligned and sometimes they're not. And I would understand why baseball and ESPN wants me to move off of this. And the answer to both of you is no.
Demand once more money.
You guys are made uncomfortable by that? The answer is no, man.
I'm not made uncomfortable by it.
Well, I don't feel like I feel like there's discomfort in the room. Like, I feel, man, if you're going to give me this power, you have to trust me with it. And
I trust you with it, man. No, I'm getting a week off either way. It doesn't matter. I mean,
and you're not going to get suspended, right? You're not going to get suspended.
I prefer to be paid, but I mean, you'll handle that. And listen, I'm just playing out the string here, man. We got an hour and 20 minutes to go.
Right, before the holidays. You've been trying to crawl to the holidays for about a month.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Stugotz is tired of, like, talking to the Pittsburgh affiliate. All his dreams are coming true, and Stugotz is driving home at 2:30. He's like, another one of these. Like, be careful what you wish for, man.
It isn't my mistake. I called them Friday, did the Pittsburgh affiliate, and I told them if the Steelers lose the game, because I predicted them to win by 10, I said, if they lose the game, you can have me back on Monday, and everyone can get mad at me and not get mad at you. And I forgot I said that. And so Monday I was driving home, and lo and behold, my phone rang. I'm telling you, man. These affiliate hits. I mean, I'm doing thousands of them.
Are you done with it? Are you finished with the affiliate hits?
I think I got one today.
Mike, can you help me out with this, please? Stugotz, it's all his dreams are coming true, and Stugotz doesn't want any of it. He's complaining about having to do Mike.
Well, I want the money. I mean,
yeah, well, they're right. 1-800-Flowers, people. It's the holidays. If you're miserable, if you've been emotional, if you're fighting with your company in baseball, send people 1-800-Flowers. That's the other thing, though. Like, they don't want this content, but at the end of the content, there's 1-800-Flowers. They don't want this content, but it's all over ESPN's television screens, all over the place.
You're a topic on First Take.
Unbelievable,
You are a topic on First Take.
And it's hugely uncomfortable. It's hugely uncomfortable, man, because I respect...
Love you, 970 ESPN. It's Adam Crowley, I think it is. He's a good guy. He really is. He's a good host. I enjoy it, you know, and now we're talking about a weekly spot on the show. And I'm just telling Adam, I better be paid. Freebies are over. Anyway, right now, when you order the beautifully crafted holiday flower tree, you'll get 20% off. The holiday flower tree is elegantly designed with fragrant greenery, roses, mini carnations, and a merry red bow on top, making it a truly one-of-a-kind gift. To get the gorgeous holiday flower tree for 20% off, that's the deal today. Go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click the radio icon, enter code Dan. It's a great deal. It's 1-800-Flowers.com, code Dan for 20% off, but you better hurry. The offer ends on Friday.
Felicidades to you and your family from the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
We are an hour and 15 minutes away from the holidays for us, where this radio show ends and everyone can get into the holiday spirit and decompress. And I'm just curious, because we talked about this before Thanksgiving. Is this right now the last hour before you head into the holidays? Is it the least productive hour in the American economy? The 1 hour before you head into, because everyone is mailing it in right now. And I just looked up, this segment just started, and I'm like, what the hell are we going to talk about? What's going on in sports? I've been banging this commissioner drum for a while that the only thing I know is that the Marlins got bleeped and Reggie Jackson was dating Jeannie Buss.
Yep. So you're asking me, is this the least productive hour?
Yeah, well, the hour, not this. No,
I think it's Thursday, first day of the NCAA tournament.
All right, let's do this. What is the less, Guillermo, put this on the poll, please. What is the most mail-it-in hour anywhere in the American economy? Is it the last hour before Thanksgiving?
Right.
Is it the last hour before Christmas holidays? Or is it March Madness? Put those three up there, because I'd like to know, because I feel right now the energy draining from my body and not caring one bit what happens the next hour and 10 minutes of the show. Like, not caring at all.
Yep. I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
No, you've been ready for 15 days. Oh. I've never seen this Stugotz, and it starts with that Pittsburgh affiliate. Stugotz crawls in here, and he's like, I'm so damn tired all the time. So damn tired. And I'm looking at him like, of what? It certainly isn't research and prep you're doing for this show.
Love you, 970. I'm telling you, man, the things they ask me to do, which I'm happy to do, they're just draining me. That's
okay.
all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but we're about
Listen, I'll go on in South Dakota, and I'll do Tennessee, and I'll do Raleigh, and I'll rally, as you like to call it. I'll do all these things. I'm just telling you, they're draining. That's all. But I love all our affiliates. I love all of you, and I'm here for you anytime, especially if you pay me.
But do you see what's happening here? As I just find fascinating what's happening here, because as it relates to Rob Manfred, ESPN, journalism, our show, like, we're headed into a tense period here, because I said on air when we were talking about this, I know what I'm doing to go after the commissioner and Bruce Sherman. I know that when I rattle the cages of people this rich and powerful, there are going to be consequences. I know it. And I don't want those consequences arriving at my doorstep because ESPN executives are telling me to back off at the behest of, just trying to please baseball. I'm not interested in pleasing baseball.
We'd be doing really important work if people cared. No one cares about the Marlins.
Right. Well, that's particular.
Well, that's part of the problem.
That's the reason that I keep wanting everybody to face an uncomfortable truth. Your indifference doesn't matter to me. But when you're meeting my passion with your indifference, I'm like, oh, going to keep making, you could go, don't have to listen anymore. But no, I want you guys to keep looking at this. And while I'm not interested in embarrassing the commissioner of baseball, I am interested in the truth. And the truth on this one is that baseball and Jeter and Loria and Sampson all worked together to bleep South Florida. That happened. That's not an opinion. I've seen the documents. I've seen the things that I need to see to make it so. That happened. And I want everyone to know it, even if it means arguing with the commissioner of baseball, even if it means arguing with Bruce Sherman, this owner who uses Derek Jeter as a meat shield, even if it means arguing with Derek Jeter. Maybe I need to smoke Derek Jeter out while I'm at it. But I don't think this is. I don't think this
is not happening.
Well,
I think Well, I was making this
not
argument that
happening.
would
Stugotz,
help Rob Manfred.
Stugotz, he's got to fix some stuff down here, man. He has got to fix some stuff down here.
Dan, you said that Major League Baseball is guaranteed a way for Derek Jeter to make money. You think he cares if he fixes stuff around here? He doesn't care. He's beloved in New York and everywhere else.
But he wants to be known as a winner. Like, he doesn't want to fail at this.
He's still known as a winner.
He doesn't want to fail at this. And what he doesn't want, Stugotz, and this is the part that becomes problematic, what he doesn't want is the most powerful sports radio show in America hurting his business every day. Hurting his business every day, even though he's got all these guarantees in his contract that make him money. He doesn't want that. And I don't know how to do that without making it sound like a threat, but I just want everyone to see it. See it clearly. Keep hearing it until you're tired of it. I'm fine with your indifference and you being tired of it, but I'm going to keep showing it to you so you have to face these uncomfortable truths, even if it means you turning off our radio show.
All right, bye.
Dan and Stu are the most famous